25 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Anthony Brown.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 36, Haskins. He'll air this out deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for Washington, 58 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because...
Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Harmon. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To C.D. Lamb. It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A gain of 7.
After 1, it's 9-0.
3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Inside handoff. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
By Washington.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline, but bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field. Here's Haskins to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Antonio Gibson.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
His kick is
Hopkins
good.
with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cowboys nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to...
It got his man complete. There he goes, right side.
If you were me,
and
you
he'll take
do
this
this too.
into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that makes it 23 to 7.
Good. Makes this Washington 23. Cowboys 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
13 yards.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Boys take over 1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
Cowboys.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Zerline good with a PAT. And that trims the lead down to 9. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield instead.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Gallup. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 23. Cowboys 21.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
there, set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a second down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. throwing. Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Bust through the tackle. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 36, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 47. 46, 46. 52. Switch.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Boys.
23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Again, the ball.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now he'll escape to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's on the pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Haskins to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 50.
They go play action with Haskins.
Washington first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harmon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
One final shot for Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down. Final play.